Hello and welcome, empowered ones. Today I want to deep dive into thoughts and ideas around finding your passion and purpose for awakening entrepreneurs. I believe the true meaning of life is revealed when you can connect to something much bigger than yourself, and then you find out that this beingness is already within you, already within your heart, and you can begin to really connect to your true authentic self, and from this point be able to fulfill your particular puzzle piece in life through being of service. And in order to fully embrace your soul's calling requires you to heal and let go of old limiting beliefs and judgments that no longer serve you. And today I want to share some deeper insights into finding your passion and purpose within your business as a highly conscious awakening entrepreneur, or even for those of you that are seeking something more out of life. This information is going to help you too. So I'm recording this audio today, so there is no interference of me trying to quote unquote perform in front of a camera. Not that I usually do anyhow, but I just thought I could go a little bit deeper. And today is just so much different. I'll be sharing my true self, and I'll be bringing out a combination of divine download, my own insights, and oracle reading to you today. Whatever comes up, really. I want to share with you the combination that I use within my coaching business to help serve my clients, and I thought you would really enjoy it. For those of you who are not familiar with me, my name is Debra Larson, and my training and visionary courses and readings support awakening women entrepreneurs that are not only seeking their higher mission in life, but are ready to monetize their soul's calling. I have been gifted the intuitive ability to quickly pull back the layers to uncover my clients' bigger vision, entrepreneurial, or life purpose mission that you're ultimately here on this earth to share, all while guiding you to step into service, success, and magnetic abundance much more quickly. You can find more tips, tools, and services to guide you on this sacred journey at debralarson.com. And below, please share with me in the comments where you're tuning in from, and let me know what topics you'd like me to go deeper into. And don't forget, if you like what you hear, give a thumbs up and ring the bell to stay up to date with new videos coming out now every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, which is very exciting. I'm here to serve all of you, and always remember, wealth begins from within. Let's get started, shall we? Welcome, empowered ones. Today we are at the beginning of our journey together, and I want to help you to begin to understand and acknowledge your true value and gifts that you have to offer the world. I used to think of my business as something that was separate from the rest of my life, something that was outside of me, that was used as a vehicle for doing what I enjoyed, of course, but also used for a vehicle just to make money. I always enjoyed serving people, but the bigger purpose was the end goal was to create a living. I used to think of my ideas for my business were mine, all mine alone. I laugh at that now. That was so funny. That was so long ago. I started my business. Well, my very first business I started when I was 20. But my coaching business I started in 2009. And here's the thing, I want to help empower you to open up to the fact that this sacred path that you are on right now, that you've been so courageously committed to following, and seeking is a gift from divine consciousness. I can't tell you how much I've evolved over the years. And once you become aware of your gifts, it's really up to you to fully awaken to them and share them with the world. Because these gifts have been given to you from a power that is much greater than yourself. And your spirituality and your higher consciousness are integrated into every facet of your life. So this means that your business and spirit are one. There is no one or the other. And this goes for all facets of your life, actually. I was told recently that the world wasn't ready for me to talk about integrating spirit and higher consciousness into business. And I laugh at that. It kind of makes me giggle, because what I realized was that I can't not talk about helping others find their divine purpose, whether that is within their business or soul mission to serve, because this is my divine calling. I can't not talk about spirit and higher consciousness as it applies to my business, to my life, to all facets of my life, because that's who I am. Unapologetically, that is who I am. So constantly there are signs showing you the way to your most powerful, purposeful path. You just need to pay attention to them. These signs are already there within your cosmic planetary rays, in the lines of your palms, in what comes naturally to you, in your skill set, what brings you the most joyful experiences in life. The signs are there. It comes in the form of your hardest, most trying lessons in life as well. The learnings and the takeaways from these experiences and what you do with those experiences afterwards. They're all part of your purpose. They're all part of your divine plan, and it's all in perfection. I want to open your awareness today by giving you some of my initial, most insightful thoughts on finding your passion and purpose. And I say initial because we're just getting started. This is just the tip of the iceberg. So I want to hear from you. I want to know if you're liking this, because I'll give you more. If you don't, then I won't. But the thing is, this is really special, especially for those of you that are just figuring out that you are an awakening entrepreneur yourself. And it took me a long time to come out of that closet. Like I would use, I would do all this metaphysical stuff with my higher end clients, but I wouldn't talk about it to public. I wouldn't talk about it in Facebook. I wouldn't talk about it in other areas of my life. And it held me back for a very long time because I wasn't being honest and truthful to myself or to those out there that I am meant to serve. So the thing is that you desire to do what you love with who you love, making the money you love, while living the life in the way that you love. All of that is all one. It's all combined with just being you and doing what you love, right? And please don't apologize, one, for being you and or making money from doing what you love. When your clients pay you, that's their way of saying thank you. Thank you for the transformation. Thank you for serving me. Thank you for helping me. It's the law of giving and receiving. That's how it works, right? We have to be open to receiving. And that's one of the things that I find a lot with the light workers is we want to give, but we're not open to receiving. And so just be open to that and acknowledge that fact that there has to be some type of balance, that you, if you're going to give, you want to be open to receiving. Be open to saying, yes, thank you. And many of you will find out that this way of being isn't some crazy dream, but something that is actually achievable. And it's not that far down the road for you to step into and start doing, because I truly believe that you can begin right now. And the thing is once you figure out what lights up your soul and you get clear on who you would love to serve and the ways you can use your business and or service for something much bigger than just the means to make money, but in a way that gives back and shares your message, the path will open up very easily for you. And the synchronicities and the encounters and the connections and the opportunities will naturally fall into place. And the end result of this is you helping more people. And the end result of that is more abundance and more money that you can give back, that you can put back into your community, that you can put back into your clients and assist them. And everybody's different on where that level is that feels really good to you. You know, some of us would like to go back to barter and exchange, you know. Here's a carrot. Can I have some corn? And who knows, that day may come at some point down the road. But for right now, this is our world that we live in. And here on earth, you need money to survive. And we want to more than survive. We want to thrive. Okay? We want to thrive. So embrace that. The beautiful thing is that you will attract others to you by you just being you. Like attracts like, right? All of your quirks and brilliance, they will love you and they will be attracted to that of who you are at your core. There's someone waiting and ready to hear your message. So don't hold back on that. Don't hold back and be shy on that visibility because you're worried whether or not somebody is going to hear you or judge you for being who you are. This is all about being on your path. The world right now at this very moment needs compassionate leaders to step up and serve. So this is really your time. And I can't believe that I wasn't going to share this message with all of you, because right now I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have to share this. I have to share. Because the world does need you right now. So before I go any further, I do want to share a message. I'm going to pull an oracle card, and this is actually from the White Light Oracle. This is beautiful, and I pulled this card specifically for this sharing and guidance, so that I wanted to give you today. And I'm just going to read the part that really popped out at me that I believe applies to this. And the card that I pulled, if you have these, I wish I could share them now. I wish I was on video, is Shekinah. And when the soul becomes Shekinah, a holy dwelling place of spirit, our experience is very different to the ego-driven way of living. We slow down and accomplish that which is meaningful. Isn't that important? We feel connected to all that is, so we are inspired to do what we can to help according to the tendencies and talents. We co-create rather than compete. And I'm going to be talking about that in a minute. We accomplish our aspirations because we are no longer in our heads, but practicing our spiritual path daily. Our practices resonate with our hearts, increasing our awareness, love, presence, patience, commitment, and peace. Our spiritual practices are our life raft when the oceans of life become wild in our magic carpet, when we feel stuck and need inspiration and freedom. Our practices increase our compassion for ourselves and others. That is so beautiful. Now, the thing is, what I wanted to share with you today, I actually had written out because it was so important for me to get on paper what I wanted to share with you. And then I pulled this card, and it's in perfect alignment with what I want to share with you. So I love that. I love how that works. I do readings. I do remote readings, and those of you that need coaching and reading together, we have some really cool services for that too. So anyways, this was so spot on and beautiful. And if you like these cards, I'll make sure that I try to put a link in the description for you. And I say try, I always got to remember to do that. But they're absolutely beautiful. All right. So when it comes to being a light worker, and let's be super honest here, any of you that are spreading your light and being of service to others is a light worker. Your purpose in life could be something that many may not consider a higher conscious service or purpose in life, like remodeling antique cars to give someone that feeling of feeling young and exuberant again, like they did in high school when they had that same car, right? Like you may not think, oh my God, that's this person's purpose. So I want you to really lean into connecting with the fact that one's personal mission is not less important than another's simply because it doesn't seem as lucrative or maybe as much in the spotlight, as much, grandiose, right? Everybody has their purpose. Everybody came here to really connect with that path. And it's up to us to awaken to it. And it really surprises me how many people don't find the importance of this. They crave it, but they get stuck. They get stuck in life because of circumstances, right? I get it. I understand. So the thing is as we begin to what I call unzip the ego suit and peel back the layers and embrace who you are as an individual, which really requires getting really real with ourselves, right? On any limiting beliefs, thoughts, judgments that may be holding you back to fully connecting with your destiny. And that's a whole call in itself. But peeling back the layers to what's stopping or blocking you from being, doing, and having and what you desire in life, or stepping fully onto your purposeful path is really a big deal. And sometimes there's multiple layers, and sometimes it's just something, one thing. But, a lot of healers out there can help you with that. Even though I'm talking to a lot of healers, many of them still have their own blocks. And when it comes to this work. And so we want to help you move through that because we all need you. We all need you out there. So this may require a bit of healing and forgiveness, quite a bit of forgiveness, whether it's in this lifetime or another, if you believe in that. This also requires a bit of peeling back the layers to understand what really brings you joy and fulfillment. Sometimes we can get a little superficial here, and I really want you to peel back the layers to maybe what you've been feeling like you've been missing in life. And for some of you, your mission to serve will come from most likely from a place that something you've personally experienced and had to overcome in life. And that can be something small, or it can be something big, but it usually is coming from a place that had a profound effect on you. And other people need to be walked through that too, right? And what better person to follow than someone who's already been there, done that, and that's you. Others will be able to relate to you. You will talk their language, and I know it sounds silly, but taking a simple personality test can help you really connect with some of the qualities about yourself that you've forgotten or ignored as well. So that's another way to tap into this. And you know the ones that you took back in high school to figure out what you wanted to be in life, or maybe, one of your teachers made you take it. I think, what is it? Oh, Carl Jung. I'm saying his name wrong, sorry. I think it was 123test.com, or you can Google it in case I have that wrong. But you know what? This kind of peels back the layers and gives you some of those characteristics and values and qualities about yourself that maybe you've forgotten about. So that kind of helps. I also like to look at the human design. For those of you that haven't heard of that before, just in a nutshell, I believe it's a combination of the astrological birth chart and I Ching and I believe, I don't remember what his name was, but he used another name, Ra Uru Hu, and he had a mystical experience, and he put together this program. It is brilliant, actually. And I actually use that with my clients, getting to know them better and helping them dive even deeper into their purpose. I've also found palm analysis is a little bit different than palm reading, but palm analysis to, look into some of the signs of where we're meant to go. Like on my hand, for instance, and this is different than palm reading, but like on my hand, definitely leadership skills, definitely the intuition, and to be a light worker as well, a healer. I have the healing signs, healing lines. So really interesting stuff. And I guess my whole point here is that all of these signs are here to share with you. Your astrological charts, check them out. They're here to guide you. So all the signs are all around you. And one of my favorites for a base foundation over and beyond intuitively connecting with my clients and knowing what the person loves and enjoys, and connecting to their past stories and traumas and skills, and what comes naturally for them, is identifying their personal ray types. And this is very, very old, I don't know if you want to call it training, but it's something that I don't want to go into here, but it's very helpful for knowing what ray you are on and unfolding your purpose, because it gives you kind of the base, the general idea. So combining all of these things opens up your frequency to a combination that is so unique within each one of us. And these tools, they'll empower you. And you are beginning to work on unfolding the very basic foundational work and diving deeper. And that's why I share some of this stuff with you. One of the challenges that I see, just kind of shifting gears here, is incredibly gifted clients that either one, don't connect to their own amazing, beautiful gifts out of modesty, I would say. Or two, another thing that will keep you from totally stepping into your purposeful path is trying to fulfill someone else's life destiny, or trying to do it in the same exact way when it's not really resonating with who you are. And I truly believe this happens because of comparing to others, right? Comparison comes up a lot when you're putting yourself out there. Our own limiting beliefs can pop up. Self-confidence, can pop up, and that can kind of squash I guess, squash and pull ourselves back from our visibility, right? And we compare ourselves to others, we can do that. And that can hold us back saying, oh, they're doing it really good. Why would I do it? Or you're trying to do it the same exact way that they're doing it. And that just doesn't work with you because possibly it's not in alignment with who you are and meant to do. So you're not here to fulfill your higher calling in the same way everyone else is doing. You can model after them, but you really need to tap into your heart and to your higher calling. And some of you are followers and some of you are compassionate leaders, and we need both, right? Only you are you. And so the cool thing here is that no one else can quite do what you do. So there really is no competition or comparison as an entrepreneur. So what I just shared here is gold. So I hope you wrote that down. Let me share this again. Only you can do you. You are a unique soul that is here to do and follow a very unique path that only you can do because you are you. So how do you know if you're on the right path? For the most part, you will feel in total alignment. Things will flow. You'll feel peace and joy and harmony. Synchronicity moments, connections, opportunities will just gravitate towards you. Yeah, you'll be like a magnet for those things that will just keep you in flow. You'll just really feel in your groove, full of abundance and joy. So here's the thing. Can you be totally on the right track, right? You're on your purpose, but you're taking some side exits because you're not paying attention to the signs. Maybe you're forcing some of your ideas and maybe pushing away some of the ideas that Source is giving you. And, here's the thing. That's totally okay. Yeah, it's totally okay. It just adds to your learning. But you'll know because things will be hard, a little forced, and not quite in your groove. But that doesn't mean that you're not on your purposeful path, okay? It just means you're learning the hard way, but you're learning. And trust me, I get this. I understand this completely. I've been there, and I still go back there sometimes. So here are some, some are here to learn a much needed lesson, which brings up conflict. And so some of us need to learn the hard way. I'm going to put my hand up here. I went through some really major lessons in my life, and hopefully I don't have any really hard ones coming up anymore. But, this just means that more than likely your personality ray, remember I was talking about the rays, is ray number 4. And it basically means harmony through conflict, meaning you learned the bigger lesson, and now you can apply it to your life, and it will bring you harmony, right? You can share some of those life challenges with others, and that will bring goodness from that. For those of you that feel like you are super enlightened, you have this amazing connection with Source, you're being of service, but either you're flat broke or you still find yourself, just kind of meandering a bit out in the ocean with in a life raft without any oars, right? You're just kind of out there bopping around. And you're questioning the meaning of life. You feel like there is more. There just has to be more. You can't quite explain it. You feel like you're connected and doing things right, but you feel a little flat. So this is mainly because you haven't quite aligned with your personal mission yet. And again, this happens so many times because you are taking the direction that others have, and it's just not your path to take, right? Your own calling must ultimately come from the guidance of your own heart and experiences. And sometimes this can look exactly like someone else's path, but with your own twist, right? So this is where mentorship comes in, and you follow the mentor, you follow the teacher, you follow the guidelines, but you have to always put yourself into this, into your path. All right? So I hope you're connecting with all of this. I hope you're enjoying this. It's good stuff, right? Sometimes I see that some are super spiritual, but they are forgetting about who you are as a physical person here on earth. Does that ring a bell? Meaning you're living with your heads in the clouds because it feels really good, right? But you haven't quite figured out how to ground yourself and embrace who you are on a physical level yet. You haven't quite been able to take that divine goodness and ground it into earth, bring it into earth, into your everyday work, your everyday play, your everyday relationships. Now, others are so analytical that they have a hard time following their heart and their passions, so they're stuck in their heads. And usually I don't attract that type too much. Usually if I do, they've already been through kind of what I have been through, because I have both in me, and I have strategy and spirit. And it took me a bit to balance out the two. So I've seen like a lot of engineers that are psychics, that are healers, that are mediums. I mean, it's really interesting to me. So talk about being very, very analytical, right? And then, going 360. So I think it's a gift to have both, but it took me a bit to balance out the two. Before I was stuck in my head, very goal driven, very masculine energy about me, very, very much a woman, trust me, but I had that masculine go, go, go. And now when I connect, it feels so amazing. I don't want to leave that space. And then I found out that I don't have to. I can always be in that space. So you want to, I can bring that space into, that feeling into everything that I'm doing. So you want to be balanced between the two so you can fully access all levels of who you are and to be able to share that. So it doesn't have to be an either or thing. You can bring spirit in, and you can add the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3 steps to it. And there's something really kind of quite cool about being able to do that. So the other thing is, and I know this is a little bit longer call, I'm almost done. So I hope you like this style. I'll do both. I'll do both the live videos, but this was just kind of fun to be able to do it this way today. We're all here to do something beautiful within our own rights here on earth, and it's a very special time. I just want you to know that, to be here right now. So I hope you're understanding and connecting with how special of a time it is. It feels kind of crazy out there, but the world needs you. The world is really going to need the light workers and the compassionate leaders and the conscious entrepreneurs and those that are seeking to serve their fuller mission. Right now is the time. There is so much more to talk about on this subject. So again, if you like what I'm sharing, if you like this style, let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn more about this subject and higher consciousness as it applies to fulfilling your life purpose, mission, and as an awakening entrepreneur, let me know. I'd love to guide you more on your path and uncovering what may be blocking or stopping you from your sacred soul path, and empower you to begin to take action now towards not only doing what you love, but making great money doing it, and being fully of service and creating impact and change in the world through your services. So I hope to share more with you in our next video. If this appeals to you, let me know. Write me some comments down below, and I'll do my best to get back to all of you. And yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you want to stay in the know for the next video, hit the bell too. All right. Always remember, wealth begins from within. This is Debra Larson. I'll talk to all of you later. Have a good day.